Indeed. The stream. Bing.
Sobek was saying something kind of looking Sheik.
Yep. No, the same. Anubis had a Sheik for a while now.
Yeah.
I pulled it out every once in a while.
I could have sworn, yeah.
Yep, good friend.
I could have sworn, like I said, Ganon DDD was a bad matchup for Ganon. But I guess Sobek's kind of figured something out or something.
Ganon DDT is a bad matchup for Ganon. So, totally could be. It could also just be that Sheik is just,
Yeah.
like, it just works.
Yeah.
Instead of having to play around with the clown fiesta of DDD Ganon. Plus, I was gonna say, I feel like even though Anubis went 3-0, I sure did stand around and wait a lot. And DDD really doesn't like it when we do that.
It's true, yeah.
Otherwise, they just remove the guys from the fields, and DDD just kind of has to look at you and be like, man, fuck you.
Keep killing my guys.
My guys are gone. What am I supposed to do without my guys? Pretty alright.
Talking to what first? Oh, they're in the
Last is Yosve's is match number 3.
although
I'm gonna say
looking alright.
we are one match before a reset. Potentially. 1 to 3 matches before it ends or there's a reset.
Wait, is Sobek actually in those?
Sobek is on winner's side.
Okay, then
No, because I just went up against Anubis in these finals.
I got you. Sorry, I was playing randoms.
Yeah, you did good. Sobek is picking this game back up, which is pretty good. Starting to get pretty comfy just in the lead here, which is good, especially on Smashville, I feel like.
Yeah, I
Smashville
feel like
definitely seems like a Sobek's comfort pick as far as between a comfort pick and also it is just really, really solid for Ganon.
it feels like this is not the first time that these guys have played this method, despite it being like probably the first time at Heist.
I don't know if that's true. I think Anubis has played Sheik against Sobek at Heist at some point, but I haven't been around for a minute here, and Anubis has been at school for a while, so
Yeah,
I have no idea what it's hard for me to recall exactly what the Heist head-to-head looks like.
that's fair. It's interesting to see a new play different characters.
Yeah.
I'm liking it. Doing cool Sheik stuff sometimes. Which I guess doesn't feel any different than DDD when you get hit by it, but
Sheik Doobie Zootin Scootin.
yeah. Was that like a bird? It's like a voice.
Yeah. What else could it be? Dwarf die time? Kind of looking like it's dwarf die time. Oh, it's no longer dwarf die time. Yet.
They always end up playing a metal attack. I don't know why.
I imagine if you're talking about sort of a legacy head-to-head here, I imagine between Sobek and Anubis and DDD versus Ganon, I would imagine that Metal Cavern helps cut down on both of them just immediately exploding as soon as one gets the touch on the other person, just because the top platform there is going to end up preventing a lot of
DDD combo.
Yeah. Whereas I feel like, from Anubis' perspective in this particular situation, Anubis opted for Cavern. Think about what else you would even want to see. Definitely wouldn't want to go something silly like WarioWare or Green Hill in this matchup, just because I mean they're gonna end up dying at like 40. It's generally undesirable. Oh, unfortunately.
I feel like Delfino's probably good.
Delfino's probably good. My worry there is that
Too big.
I was gonna say, does Sheik end up like killing ever on that stage? And I have to remember that in this game.
I suppose you'd have to enter, and you'd get entry carded just the edge.
Yeah. So, like I don't know. It feels like a. You could get more needles in potentially on Delfino's. I'm unsure.
This feels very get in bad position back air, as evidenced by the last just interacting.
Yeah, just all of them. Yeah, the same. I think that kind of happens whenever you've got just a boatload of matches between two people.
Yeah.
It's just sort of like, okay, we're just gonna punish the ever-loving shit out of each other every single time.
Ooh. Go back.
A little scramble here.
Get there. Oh.
Is 4 enough? 4 is enough. Anubis secures the Grands reset here. With...
They get the final grands.
Get to go another 3 to 5 matches. Hooray! What's happening?
No, I do recall that.
Now here's the Delfino pick between the two of them that you were actually talking about that might want.
Yeah. And this one was just a new set, so it's hard to say who actually picked this. But one of them.
Well, I was gonna say, I imagine that Green Hill Smashville got striked, probably just courtesy of Anubis, and then Battlefield probably got striked from Sobek, like PS2 or something like that. I feel like PS2 and Delfino are probably relatively Sheik favored. I don't know.
Anubis stayed like Anubis has like a habit, and that's just to like do the same move several times in a row. And this works out if you're working from the ledge or like tilting then bridge. But it can, I don't know. I think it's just something that he does. It's not BM. It's just like used to that.
I couldn't tell you. I'll have to look out for it.
Like, he'll be doing the same thing on the ledge, and then Sobek will get back, and he'll continue doing, like, the same vibe thing a little farther than it maybe should. Does this with DDD. I think it has to do with the water rush. I don't know.
Could be. Totally could be.
If it's a thing, that's a thing. Yeah, watching Sobek play Anubis really just makes it seem like all the side B shenanigans, he just doesn't actually hit any of them. Because Anubis knows they're coming.
Oh yeah, just talking about flame choke hijinks.
Yeah.
Whether that be going for Ganon sides or we're doing stuff on stage here. I do know that he did actually end up closing out a match earlier with a Ganon side.
Yeah. Dacus. Dacus in neutral. We'd like to see it.
We'll send it.
Yeah. Well, here, you know that they're either gonna go in or they're not. I guess it makes sense. Oh, and
I'll say, Ganon Dacus is just a big old wall of pain.
oh, 50% already. This is looking bad for the first game for Ganon. Sheik does really hurt on this character.
Yeah.
I see why the counter pick did that.
And the lost stock of game 1 of the reset here. A pretty substantial percent deficit, which oh well, with that slide, it's probably gonna be tough to come back.
Oh,
Actually manages to make it back on stage, but
oh,
still probably not gonna be a whole lot.
did come out.
Well, this momentum here, Sobek's gonna end up having like a freight train, but if that keeps up for too long, and just to rack up a quick 73%.
It's either a full combo or a straight.
No fair. No fair. Oh. What the fuck?
That's crazy.
That's just I would around for me.
Anubis whiffs the fair, gets caught by a grab into an unexpected back throw.
Yeah.
And FD and Battlefield. Anubis goes PS2.
Dash dancer. Yeah. Anubis does like go farther out than I'm used to watching.
I was like, definitely just looking to clip the Ganon here.
Yeah.
Sobek with a quick fair immediately off the ledge and drop zone.
Almost gets the lead back.
I wonder how much value. Late Nair off of stage would end up offering for Anubis in this matchup. I feel like it's the sort of thing that if you're looking to just sort of give Ganon a little tap, that
Yeah, it could be effective.
it would end up, performing the same purpose, but obviously just sort of setting up for the follow-up fair or follow-up back air, anything like that.
So
but,
like an early nail and then do stuff after.
Yeah, it was like you just drop off the ledge
Okay.
and and that way you don't have to time it. It's just like huge. But I don't know if Nair works that way in this game, so I'm unsure.
Good question. Probably does. He seems to have a back air thing going.
Does that back air pretty damn good?
Because he gets on stage and then goes for it, misses, gets punched. That's happened a couple times, actually.
It has indeed.
Maybe you do dare or the nair. The nair, yeah, you're right. Because there's no way it doesn't hit. And you can, like, jump afterwards.
That's my line of thinking, but I'm unsure. I don't know.
Seems like worth a try. Mid-side coaching. Let's go.
Mid-side coaching. Anubis would have died off of that on Smash, but it would have been kind of close, and Anubis would also be at like 90. It'd be nasty.
Ooh, that was what is
Double dare.
Oh,
One bear. One bear is enough.
gets full combo here. Could be
There's
doable.
a nice happy little tech chase going on. Racking the quick 40%. Forward tilt indeed.
Need it back. Oh, goes for the fair. Misses. Gets punished on the turn. I guess the fair would have probably killed.
Didn't send ledge.
Okay. So Sobek up to
You know what I'm saying?
the final grand set.
Sobek is indeed 2-0 on the Grand reset here. Dreamland pig. Dreamland! Dreamland is a classically good Sheik stage. Bam. Is Sobek dead? Sobek is dead.
So that's why he does it. That's the strategy.
Like, if it lands, Ganondorf is just totally screwed. It's just a matter of making sure that it lands whenever you go for it, or else,
Else you're just
I was gonna say you're,
sacrificing an option.
yeah, I was gonna say you're giving up the stage control. Another one though. 2 quick stocks for Anubis.
I like this stage. I think it really works with what's going on here. I love to delegate responsibility to someone playing well and winning a game to the stage. Oh, he tried the
Nice tech, nice tech. Oh, yeah, the Ganondorf rock comes out. Second to punish. It was a 3 stocks in just a minute here. Gonna be quite the task for Sobek to try and come back here.
Gets
Oh.
guarded.
I was gonna say, and it was almost bringing out the fair train just to end up getting ledge trumped. Unfortunate. That said, though,
Let's see.
with this position, I feel like Sobek actually managed to sneak out. Super dead now, but
Yeah,
there was
it does feel like Anubis is working with like a subset of Freak's options, but he's really working that subset. And that is back air, that one fair edge guard.
getting your usual grab stuff going, as well as up here for a little bit of pokies.
Yes.
Sobek's the Green Hill? It's not Green Hill, it's Smash Hill.
I like the movement.
No forward tilt from Sobek there. Ends up opting for the stomp on stage to punish the on stage up B.
Just shields the up tilt. No problem. Thanks for the card.
Here.
Oh,
Sobek is now
instead of back airing, this thing went
low percent.
This is a good change.
Going. That is a lot of damage
That's a stun.
into Sobek being very dead. Not dead yet, but now Sobek dead. That's fine. Good demand a mistake from Anubis there for Sobek to be able to make it back. Anubis have one stock on this game here, which is looking pretty good for Sobek's counter pick.
Sobek's doing the same thing too. Just a very tried and true.
1, 2.
Oh,
Not quite after it.
the
They're going
big
for
black
finish.
gets put. Now it's hard. Now he's in neutral.
Means it's time to get blended by Sheik.
It's completely
No, please don't back air me. Ugh. He gets down to his last stock on game 4 here. Just securing that one. Down 1. Almost opens up a nice flame choke on the moving platform after a stomp, but doesn't actually quite end up getting there.
Hits the up tilt.
Almost misses the landing on stage there from Anubis there, but Sobek ends up catching him.
He's like covering options for the final drift. He covered 2 places.
This is pretty much any opening for Anubis will end up killing Sobek here. Sobek ends up drifting away.
Game 5 last. The reset.
Yeah, something like game 9. Pretty sure they only went 4 games on the first set. Sobek ends up returning to good old trusty Smashville here.
Made it to safety. So what adjustment does Sobek have to make?
In that matchup, it's kind of hard, especially whenever you're playing Ganon, which is a character that I feel like most of the time you're gonna end up getting a lot of value out of just your opponent not your opponent not immediately knowing what you're going to end up going for, so your mix-ups end up being more effective. Of course, this is a matchup that they have played many a time before, so I feel like counting on something like that is going to end up being a little bit rough. If we're talking about any sort of adjustments, I imagine it's as simple as just making sure that every time that Anubis lands on stage here after an up beam, he's just got to totally eat it. Just really, really suffer for landing on stage every single time. Because otherwise he's just not going to end up getting enough value. And then after that, it's really just a matter of course, finding your one way in on Dorf, which is pretty much just make a big hit land and then try and run with it.
I think up tilt is being relied on a little bit too much. It's
Right
like,
now, I'm unsure.
Like it works and then it doesn't, and then it's kind of a medium speed move, so you can get punished, but sometimes you don't.
No, the needles.
But like, why not jab? Like, doesn't that do the same thing?
Kind of, sort of. I feel like in this matchup, jab could be nice for sort of a get-off-me option, but whenever Sheik is grabbing you once and...
Getting like 60% off of it.
yeah, I was gonna say 60 to 80% and or you're off the stage and as Ganondorf versus Sheik, that's just miserable.
Yeah.
I imagine that although having a get-off-me option can be kind of nice, I imagine that Sobek's mindset is simply that
Build them.
the only thing that he can do is just, you know, run it down.
Nice. That's always cool. Just, you know you're gonna get...
It's a nice catch on the roll there.
Upbeat, preemptively. You get it then.
Gets a nice punish on stage here. Both players down to their last stock on this Game 9 situation. Last stock of Grand Reset. And at evenish percent, Sobek opening up with a flame choke.
Both sides.
And just bring out the Dakis. What'll it hurt?
This is the last stop. Which stop? I'm not sure anymore.
Oh, I'm spooky.
Oh,
Yeah, I was gonna say that coin flip.
Oh no.
Anubis would have died to that coin flip, but
Oh, he almost.
I'm unsure if Sobek's gonna get another one. Oh. No. Oh.
Not the same as last.
Anubis is in, but yeah, no, he's dead.
That's rough.
That's the back 30.
Well played from
That was
Game 9.